Yes, it's possible. Actually, we suggest to start always with Uruguay because in Uruguay they don't keep the documents, but in Paraguay, yes, they do. So you come to Uruguay, we start the process in Uruguay, and then you can jump into Paraguay. And in Paraguay, yes, your documents will remain
Preferably,
there.
When
the
you
one
are
option that has truly hit the headlines and created a big storm is the Turkish passport. It's effectively free and you get it in. It could be effectively free. Of course, you could spend money. It all depends upon how you structure it. I'm going to discuss this in a bit. But you could get this passport in 7 to 8 months, right? Approximately on an average by purchasing a property in Turkey for 400K. So not a bad price to purchase your own property. We have teams in Turkey that focus on properties that not just qualify for the citizenship, but also retain its value over time. So one team for the property, the other team for the legal stuff, and it's all in-house. At any point you are interested, you can click the link, you can book a call, we can have a quick chat and decide this option and get you started if you're interested. So the Turkish CBI is the best CBI even for a German, I feel, in today's day and age. There's nothing to lose. If you do the right investment, if you retain the value in your property, then tomorrow the passport is effectively going to be free. What is the country? A lot of people won't stay in Turkey full time. There's a tax holiday that Turkey has launched, a 20-year tax holiday. That's what made this so special. So even if you, let's say, live in Turkey, you don't need to, but let's say you live for some time, you're never going to trigger a tax residency because you're not going to have or you're not going to structure any taxation in Turkey. Once you exit the German tax system, then Turkey could be one option for you to play with. And the option that I'm going to discuss in this video, or the main highlight of this video, is the access that the Turkish passport has, the Uruguay access. You can go to Uruguay visa free, and this is important because any country nationality, any passport that has a visa free access to Uruguay, they can directly apply for a permanent residency in Uruguay. And we, as I said, we have a specialized team in Uruguay that manages this entire thing end to end. In 3 days you are in and out of Uruguay, and eventually you get a permanent residency. After a few months you get the final cards, you leave with your interim cards, then you get the final cards, and then you have a permanent residency in Uruguay. Uruguay has an excellent tax holiday as well. So you have a tax holiday in Turkey for 20 years. You have a tax holiday in Uruguay. You absolutely aren't going wrong if shit hits the fan. Uruguay is one of the best countries I would go to. Anyone would go to. Your family would love to go to Uruguay.